Well, sorry to burst the bubble of the bar to the back bench, but there's nothing patriotic about defending illegal spending in ministers who don't show up to do their job, which brings us to the member for Labrador. Now, yesterday, we learned that as Intergovernmental Affairs Minister, he's only been west of Toronto once. In fact, almost all his ministerial travel is so that he can fly home. Now, I don't know if he knows that he works for the Canadian taxpayer and they expect results, but would he stand up in this House and tell us when he's going to come clean with Canadians?
Yep.
The Honourable Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, our government has a strong relationship with provincial and territorial governments. I meet with counterparts regularly and focus on the strength of the provinces in growing Canada's economy. Mr. Speaker, new exploration and investments are occurring across Canada and especially in Labrador. In my role as the Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs, I get to share these success stories with people from coast to coast to coast, and I'm working hard to ensure that all Canadians benefit.
The Honourable Member for Timmins-James Bay.
Well, he hasn't quite earned his limo and driver yet, because if he was going to share these stories from coast to coast to coast, he'd actually have to go there. So let's now talk and see if he can answer these other questions. We have one convicted minister, one parliamentary secretary on ice. We have 8 in and out charges. We have 4 convictions. We have a $52,000 conviction. We have the largest voter fraud investigation scandal in Canadian history. And we have the minister from Labrador who's being investigated for buying an election. So I'd like to ask him now to stand up again and explain his role.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Transport.
Mr. Speaker, his role is to continue to work for a strong and united Canada, and he does that every single day. I can't believe that the NDP would attack him for spending too much time in the beautiful province of Newfoundland and Labrador. He has served the people from that province with distinction. That member should not be throwing stones when he lives in a glass house. It is his party that took illegal union money. It is his party that used the tax credit to illegally direct funds to the hard left Broadbent Institute. Why doesn't he stand up and explain the conduct of the NDP instead of throwing stones at this honourable member?